Hello everyone, this is Dubs on server 1356. This video is about how to farm effectively to get rare resources. Now, I know that there's a bunch of different ways, but this is certainly the cheapest and most effective way I've found to farm resources because number one, I am normally a Rakan race. That's what my wall is, and that's what I normally play as and what I prefer PvP with, right? But as you can see, I also have silver skeletons. I've also got silver warlocks and quite a few bronze skeletons. Now, when I first started doing this, I only used bronze skeletons, but as I just started getting loads and loads and loads of resources, I upgraded to using some silver skeletons. Anyway, let's get to it. So, oh, one last thing I want to show you guys before we do this is if you don't want to just, you need enough room in your silver army in order to build enough of these units. Now, for me, on the Rakan side, if I convert my swords, it'll do 24 swords and give me 60 of the skeletons. So you don't have to waste and just disband and remake. You know, you can get some resources, or not resources, but you can just, you know, transfer it over. You cannot transfer back. Skeletons do not convert into anything once you switch back to your original race. Same with the warlocks. Okay, so let's start with, I found a city here, level 27 Lich. Loaded, freaking loaded, right? Look at all those resources. I want them, right? So I'm level 34, 35, I can't remember. Level 35, right? And then my research is, you know, I've got decent research for my skeletons and great research for my warlocks because, you know, ranged is key. Alright, so, and that's also the reason why I switch, is so that I can utilize that research. Anyway, let's get to it. So, level 27 Lich, normally I hate fighting Lich, right? They're just a pain in the ass, right? So, my formation, I've got it pretty set up, but I'll explain it. Alright, so to start, my front row is just skeletons. I've got bronze, silver, bronze, silver, bronze. Now, this, I started out doing all bronze and eventually moved to some silver just to help with the load. And then my warlocks take up the whole second row, and then there's even room for another set of warlocks back here in the corner. Now, the key hero to this is Cleo. If you don't have Cleo, I'm really not sure that this is going to work for you. You can get her free from the coins in the chests, but if you don't have her, it's really going to be tough with this formation. The other heroes that I use that are critical to the setup are Gon for his Earthquake, Jaquez for his just insane amount of DPS, and Yip for his Wind Wall, and then I actually hate Gazul, but I use him here. I've upped his command so that he buffs up all the troops, right? And see how it goes away, and when I add him back in, he's, you know, he buffs all the troops health and attack. So before I get started, I want to explain my method of attack. I start out with Cleo. I've got that artifact on her that makes her cast faster or cooldowns faster, and I put it about in the dead center of all the troops. When it's casting, you'll notice that the troops are unable to do anything, and makes it easier for my troops to just murder them. Next, I will use Jack. He just does so much DPS, it's ridiculous. Now, depending on if I'm fighting Lich or something else, I'll either use Denji or Yip. Denji has the Holy Goblet on him, so he just, if I use Meat Dumpling, he just wrecks the Lich. Yip, his Wind Wall is really good for stopping and blocking projectiles from the wall. So anyhow, let's get this started. Start fight. Oh, this is not bad. See it right there in the middle. See how they're kind of just sucked in. Spray and pray. Meat Dumpling. I don't really need to use Wind Wall, but I'm gonna. If there's a bunch of Warlocks just pounding on my troops, you know, that would stop quite a bit of it. And then Earthquake, you can get 3 pieces of wall, 3 sections of wall in there with Earthquake. So you use that, Earthquake them, gets rid of a bunch of the troops. This one will be gone soon enough. Alright, no troops. Just money, 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 money. I turned off the game sounds. It was overpowering to my voice. Still 20-ish seconds left, and I'm almost capped out on the resources. 100,000 gold, 1,000 Mithril, 1,000 Red Rubies. So 1,000 of each rare resource, 100,000 of each regular resource, just no problem. Alright, my losses, you know, frontliners, whatever. A couple of Warlocks, Bronze Troops, whatever. And no hero loss. Sometimes I'll lose a hero, but, you know, it ain't bad. Okay, oh, actually, I wanted to show you guys the DPS. And then I'm a Royal Guard, so I get extra honor, but, you know, when you hit untouched strongholds, you get a decent amount of honor. So switching back and forth between the races ends up being just not an issue at all.